McCarty Park.
I can't say where a child sex offender should or should not live. All I can say is it should not be, it cannot be, by law, within 500 feet of where children play.
Wayside released a statement saying sending the offenders back into the community is not good for them or Aurora. A man traveling from Africa to Chicago was told he'd have to give up some food he brought with him.
It's not unusual for people to eat rat meat in some cultures, but it is illegal to bring rat meat or any meat into the U.S. from Africa. The man declared 32 pounds of African rat meat after getting off a plane from the Ivory Coast. Because he declared it and didn't attempt to sneak it in, Customs says he was let off with a warning and the meat was confiscated and destroyed. The concern about meat from Africa is the potential spread of African swine fever. Mike Krauser, News Radio, 105.9 FM.
If you haven't secured a spot along the route for tomorrow's 4th of July parade in Evanston, it may be too late to get a good one.
There are folding chairs and chairs that don't fold, tarps and tape along Central Street in Evanston, marking spots for people to watch the parade that doesn't kick off until 2 p.m. tomorrow. Dibs is a tradition in many communities. Evanston is no different. Their city manager tells the Tribune people were allowed to claim them as of 6 a.m. Monday, and there were plenty of folks marking their spots at 6:05. The city had to pass an ordinance 15 years ago to make sure people didn't risk seating before then. Nancy Hardy, News Radio 105.9 FM.
Fireworks shows very much in the news this week, of course. At WBBMNewsRadio.com/fireworks, you'll find a complete list of fireworks shows throughout the area. We'll get a look at your traffic and weather next. WBBM News Time 11:07.
A Man Carey Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram exclusive just announced with Chrysler Capital. 0% financing on new Jeep products. New Jeep Cherokee Latitudes, Sports, Limiteds, Jeep Compasses, Renegades, 0% on all of them. Jeep Grand Cherokee Limiteds, Overlands, Summits, 0% on all of them. And make no payments till October. 500 new Jeeps direct from Detroit have just arrived at Man Carey Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram in Oak Lawn with 0% financing. Bank reps on site with $25 million to land. You will drive home today in a new Jeep at Man Carey. New Jeep Cherokees, Latitudes, Sports, Limiteds, 0%. New Jeep Grand Cherokees, Limiteds, Overlands, Summits, 0%. Jeep Compasses, Renegades, yep, 0%. And make no payments till October. Don't forget this Man Carey Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram and Chrysler Capital exclusive offer can only be found in one place and one place only. Man Carey Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram on 95th Street in Oak Lawn. Credit on select models plus tax, title, license, and doc fee. Eyes to the Skies Festival is back. Lyle Community Park, July 4th through the 7th. Morning and evening hot air launches and tethered rides available. Live music, over 50 food vendors, and a massive kids area. Nightly fireworks and balloon glow. Visit eyesToTheSkies.org.
WBBM News Time 11:08. Traffic and weather together on the 8th. Sponsored by Lyle Eyes to the Skies Balloon Festival. Here's Bo Durant.
Pretty stress-free midday on the expressways and tollways right now. Cisco at the Edens inbound just slow from Dempster to 2E, 22 minutes. Lake Cook into the Kennedy Junction outbound. You're looking at 19 from Montrose out to Lake Cook Road. Kennedy inbound at 33 minutes from O'Hare to downtown. It's a 19-minute pace in from the Edens Junction, both in the local and the express lanes right now. Earlier crash in the express lanes at North Avenue is clear. The outbound Kennedy 17 to Montrose, 30 minutes downtown to the airport. Eisenhower inbound 44 minutes from Route 390 and 27 minutes in from Manheim. Outbound Ike, no problem. Stevenson inbound 36 minutes, 355 to Lakeshore Drive. 24 from the Tri-State. 34 out to 355. Northbound 55 heavy from Lorenzo Road before Arsenal with ongoing road work. On the Dan Ryan inbound, it's 27 minutes to get from 95th to downtown. Outbound's good. 57's okay. The Bishopport inbound 19 minutes, 8094 to the Dan Ryan. No outbound delays. Lakeshore Drive northbound heavy through Grant Park. The southbound side of the drive, you're on the brakes, Michigan Avenue to Chicago Avenue. On the Tri-State Tollway northbound, we're seeing delays approaching 290. Southbound is okay on the Tri-State Tollway. No delays on the Jane Addams, Reagan, or 355 Route 53 combo. Dam westbound seeing delays between Briggs and US 30 because of ongoing construction. 8094 westbound, no problems. Eastbound 8094 as you make your way into Indiana, you're heading from Torrance to Calumet. I-65 and the Indiana Toll Road are checking in with no major problems to report right now. Get traffic and weather together on the 8th every 10 minutes on News Radio 780 and 105.9 FM.
We have sunshine in Chicagoland, some clouds lingering, especially along the lakefront, but pretty much throughout the area. Several suburbs seeing some clouds as well. But we'll get a peek of that sun throughout the day. There is a chance for some scattered rain showers and maybe even thunderstorms. High of 87 degrees. The next several days, you can get some of those pop-up thunderstorms here and there. Right now, it is 80 degrees at O'Hare, 78 at Midway, and 77 along Chicago's lakefront. On Wall Street, the Dow is up 129 points. The NASDAQ is up 44, and the S&P is up 17. The city of Naperville kicks off its annual Rib Fest today.
A soggy start to the first day of Rib Fest, but co-chair Pete Paulson with the Exchange Club of Naperville says setup hasn't slowed down.
We're just doing we're spreading mulch around to soak up the water. It's going to come out, the sun's going to dry it all out shortly. This park blooms very, very quickly.
And pitmasters like Donna Rice of Desperados have already started smoking.
They're tender, and they've got a little tingle. And we have 3 different sauces that you can add so that you can mix and match it according to what flavor you like.
If the smell of barbecue isn't enough to draw you in, this weekend's lineup includes artists like Billy Idol, Flo Rida, and Bad Company. This is the last year Rib Fest will be held in Naperville. Rachel Pearson, News Radio, 105.9 FM.
An Aurora man is facing a number of felony charges in the shooting of a teenage boy during an argument last month. 18-year-old Skylar Garcia allegedly shot the youth during what investigators call a dispute along the 500 block of Gates Street. The teen was hospitalized with non-life-threatening injuries. The Chicago Fraternal Order of Police wants a special prosecutor appointed to certain cases involving the Cook County State's Attorney.
The union representing Chicago Police Office is calling for a special prosecutor to replace Cook County State's Attorney Kim Fox in any case where an officer is the victim of a crime or has been accused of misconduct. The Fraternal Order of Police leaders note that special prosecutors have been appointed to replace Fox in 2 recent cases, including a judge's order appointing a special prosecutor to reinvestigate the criminal case against Empire actor Jussie Smollett. The response issued by Kim Fox's office says this is a continued effort by the FOP to incite conflict and divide. Jennifer Kuiper, News Radio 105.9 FM.
The Kane County State's Attorney is not running for re-election.
Joe McMahon says he will not run for a 3rd term in 2020. McMahon was the special prosecutor in the LaFawn McDonald case. He was successful in getting a 2nd-degree murder conviction against former Chicago police officer Jason Van Dyke, who was accused of shooting McDonald 60 times in 2014. Miriam Stokes, News Radio 105.9 FM.
A man from West Suburban Hillside is dead after falling from a parking garage in the South Loop here in Chicago early today. The victims identified as 31-year-old Isaiah Frias. Police say they were sent to the area of Roosevelt and Jefferson and found a man unresponsive and with a head injury. He was pronounced dead at the scene. Circumstances surrounding the incident are still under investigation. The city is supporting a new effort to beautify vacant lots and help some young people at the same time.
With the help of the Urban Growers Collective, the city is going to employ young men at risk of being involved with gun violence to beautify lots and therefore improve neighborhoods. The men are part of the READY program at the Heartland Alliance, where Miguel Angel Zabray is the Career Pathways Director.